I bought a used copy of Dune for $4 and a folded note. Inside solved a 20-year-old family mystery. Last Tuesday, I was wandering through this dusty little used bookstore in Seattle, the kind that smells like old paper and vanilla candles, when I grabbed a beat-up paperback copy of Dune that was only $4. And even though I almost put it back because I usually prefer hardcovers, something about the cracked spine and worn edges made it feel loved, so I took it home. When I opened it to page 142, a folded piece of yellow legal paper slipped out, and it was not a bookmark but a handwritten letter dated October 14, 2004, scribbled in frantic blue ink that said, "David, I hid the bonds in the hollow leg of the old workbench in the garage. I don't trust Elena. If anything happens to me, check the leg. Do not sell the house until you check. Love, Dad." And I just sat there frozen because it felt like I had accidentally picked up someone else's secret, but also something too important to ignore. Inside the cover was a faded red stamp, Ex Libris, Arthur P. Halloway. So I went full internet detective mode for like 3 hours, digging through obituaries and records until I found an Arthur Halloway who died in Tacoma in 2005, and a surviving son named David. Tracked him down on Facebook and sent the most awkward message of my life that sat unanswered for 2 days until he finally replied asking who I was and how I had his father's handwriting. When I explained and sent a photo, he called me immediately and started crying, telling me his dad died suddenly, his stepmom sold everything right after, and he had always felt like something was missing but never had proof, except the old workbench in the garage was apparently still there. This morning, he went to the house, showed the tenants the note, checked the hollow leg, and found bearer bonds plus a hidden deed to a Montana cabin his stepmother never knew existed. And an hour ago, he messaged me a photo and said, "I've felt crazy for 20 years thinking my dad left us nothing. You just gave me my father back. And now I'm meeting him for coffee tomorrow to hand over the book," which honestly feels like it was never really mine. Just a $4 accident that somehow put a family story back where it belonged.